Good morning. Good morning. It's 2:50 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I am I'm running now. I'm running. I am physically getting on a treadmill and I am running quite a bit. I think the longest I've ran was 3 miles that I've calculated. I've worked on uh, how fast I can run my mile, how fast I can run my quarter mile, and I've been developing that skill. I took a serious step yesterday and went to a place called Runner's Den, and I went and got fitted for the right pair of shoes. What what prompted me to do that simply was I wanted to become more proficient. I wanted to become more effective. I wanted to be smarter about how I actually produced this result with not doing as much damage to my body as possible. I never would have made that investment before. I never would have made that investment of time. I never would have made that investment of money. There's one common theme across generations is that time and experience and wisdom will start to teach you the best ways of going about doing things. And it's trial and error that has told me that investing into myself, investing into my family, investing into my business, and I can tell you how I do that in each one. When it comes to myself, I have a gym membership that I pay for. When it comes to myself, I have a car wash membership that I pay for because I want my vehicle to look good. When it comes to myself, I make sure that I get food that I know that I want to eat, that I know is good for me, that I want to enjoy this shake in the morning, that I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself in the best possible shape and form. I will get my workout gear. I will put myself in the best possible position to win. When I say my family, I will talk with them. I will listen to them. I will give advice. I will spend time. I will plan vacations. I will confess my love. With my business, I will invest in the proper tools that I need to be the most effective, whether it be marketing, promoting, lock boxes, signs, paper to print on, hiring people that can design my logos, the best computers, printers, software, or for myself, meditation. And that only comes with time, trial and error, knowledge, and experience, that you even get to that point where you say, I'm going to make the ultimate contribution. You know, lately, our oldest son is getting to a point where he's now starting to look at his college options. But my biggest thing that I say to him now to motivate him to take on more responsibility around the house. He takes on responsibility at his work, but I don't think anything is more important than taking responsibility around your house. And I'm not throwing him under the bus right now. I'm simply trying to state a fact, because I think that this is the thing that most kids struggle with. Is one, they think they know everything because they've lived on this earth a great mighty number of years. They're 17 years on this earth. They're 18 years on this earth in the cold, in the comfy shelter of mom and dad's house. I get it. Yeah, you've weathered the storm. By choice of bad decision, I've seen park benches. By choice of bad decision, I done been inside, lived inside the dope house. And I was reminded of that yesterday when one of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Officer that I am going to volunteer my time doing prison ministry called me yesterday and reminded me what I did in 1995. And I said, damn. Where was that at? Oh, 43rd Avenue and Camelback. Oh, wow. The danger zone. But what I remind him in order to enlighten him is that you may take on responsibility outside the house greater than you should, but ain't nothing like taking responsibility inside the house. And what he fails to realize is don't no woman want a man who can't handle business at the house. Ain't no woman gonna be happy with no man who can go to the neighbor's house and help them clean up their house, but won't come home and clean up his own. Don't no woman want no man who can go to work and put in a lot of effort and time, but can't come home and do the same exact thing. And I say all that not to throw him under the bus, but simply to say that I shed light on things to let you know that here's the perspective that you put on this. The same way that I put a perspective on how I need to treat myself, because I know in order for all the other things around me to move, I have to be in the best possible mental shape, physical shape, spiritual shape. Meaning taking care of myself in every single facet of life to give myself the best shot at creating, developing this legacy for my family. So I would have never bought these shoes before. I never would have went down and had them test out my gait or see if how I'm walking or measure me correctly to make sure that I had the right tools so I can get the job done. I say all that to simply say is it's time to start taking inventory of life. Start recognizing that you need to take care of yourself. Because this journey, if you haven't just quit, is fairly long and it's very demanding of you. But I'll tell you something, and this is something that I feel in my heart, that if you spend 80 years that you are given on this earth, if you're given 80 years and you spend it building and developing something bigger than what you were given, and you leave something behind bigger than something that was left for you, then you have lived a full life, and that you have ran the race, and that you get the gift that is meant and intended for you. But if you think that waking up every single day and just roaming about aimlessly is going to get you some type of satisfaction in life, the one wise thing that I heard TD Jakes says, he says, regret mixed with gray hair Regret mixed with gray hair will create a travesty inside of your mind and your heart. It will create a sense of hopelessness. So as a father, I make sure to let my children know in a way that they can understand. For Malachi at his age, it's going to be with girls, because guess what? He likes girls. So I need him to correlate girls with being responsible, because a good woman wants a responsible man. A good woman doesn't want just a good-looking man, because she get a good-looking man, now she still got to carry all the weight, because all he know how to do is look cute. I correlate the realities of life to Silas in a way that he would understand, with rewards, checks, and balances. It aligns with what he wants. But in order to get him to see what life is really all about, you got to put things in perspective so that they can have a better understanding. A better feel. A better take on life. So that when it comes time, they make the right investment. One, the investment in self. Life is very short. It is very precious. And each day that ticks by that you have not done something to propel yourself in the direction of the type of life that you want to live is a very valuable time wasted. You have a choice, you have an option, but you have an obligation. And I'll say it again. Gray hairs and regret will have you feeling in a totally different atmosphere than if you had just followed your heart and your inspiration and chucked fear to the side.